looking at it. You know, if a doctor comes in to a place and he sees somebody, you know, you learn how to triage certain situations. James, remember when in service, teaching. Man, they teach it not only taking life, but preserving life. I believe in confronting situations that we deal with every day. Now, I was told somebody put something here. Don't I feel like a Volkswagen? You all, do they still air cool, Brother Walker? Do they still air cool preacher? That's cool. You know, I have helped organize. I went up and preached and helped in a mission effort. And did you know at a place called Cool, California, James, up there above where you are in Southern Country, they have a cool Baptist church. In fact, they have a cool pastor and a cool deacon, and all members are in cool. They're cool members. I think turn with me to Genesis, the 49th chapter. Solomon spoke in the Canticles, in the Song of Solomon, that is, about a walled garden. I've heard great sermons on that and how that pictures the church, how that the church has walls around it. In 49th chapter and verse 6, it says, "And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and bear ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy fathers, then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch. Simeon and Levi are brethren, instruments of the cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, mine honor. Be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall." I want you to notice, you say, I'm reminded of my dear friend Dr. M.L. Mosier that was preaching down in Elliott a year ago, April. He said, I'm going to use the text, and then to defile all pulpit law, I'm going to leave it like an orphan. I want you to notice that a father here is getting ready to leave this life, and he told two brothers that in their self-will, you've digged down a wall, you've torn up, which was a rightful habitation. Dear friends, I want to tell you something. I want to deal the next few minutes with heresy and how that heresy will dig down walls, not only in your life, but we as Baptists need to stand up. First of all, we need to stand up for God. We need to follow the paths of our 18 Articles of Faith in that short New Hampshire form. But I say every Calvinistic declaration of faith, we should follow them all the way back to the teaching of the 12. The Didache, and the teaching of the 12. I want you to know that I believe what Luke said in Luke 1:1 when he says that things most surely believed among us. Is it going to be said about this church? We've got fewer and fewer members. I brought up 12 names of people who have left this assembly after other things. Let me ask you something. What is the thing that will tear down a building faster than anything? Crumble its foundation, right, Brother Walker? Those dear people along the Mississippi River and those rivers in Iowa, I saw almost $1 million homes. What would be $1 million home in this country? And because the bank, they had put it so close to banks of unstable sand and bedrock, not even, you could tell looking at those houses, they had no pillaring. They had no foundation. And when the waters came and washed away the soil, so went the house. Dear friends,